YouTube? It's me, John Avenger, once again, and it is time. It is Black Friday haul time. I got a ton of DVDs and Blu-rays to show you guys that I collected over the past couple of weeks, well, months, because I haven't done a update since my old channel. This is it, man. This is the biggest haul I've had this year in 2020. Because if there's another lockdown, I have plenty of stuff to see. Let's get started, shall we? I got these at a yard sale. I'm going to show those first. I got this one. It's an early '90s film with Alec Baldwin and the lovely Jennifer Jason Leigh, Miami Blues. Yeah, I got this for $1.50 at a yard sale. One of the only yard sales that happened this year. It's about an hour and 36 minutes. It's pretty short. 1990, 30 years ago, so maybe I'll watch it later in December for the 30th anniversary. Next, I got this awesome action crime drama called Lucky Number 11 with Bruce Willis. Yeah, When He Cared, and Josh Hartnett, the always lovely Lucy Liu, who I adore. You have Stanley Tucci, Ben Kingsley, and Morgan Freeman. Really good film. I do like this film. It was directed by Paul McGuigan. He did a good job. There's other people in the movie, too. There's McKelty Williamson and Danny Aiello. May he rest in peace. Good film. Definitely worth getting because it has some features. I'm not going to rush through this because I want this video to be nice and long. Next is another crime film. Yeah, you'll be hearing that a lot. A crime thriller from the 2000s. One of the only other good movies Jason Patric's done. Narc with Jason Patric and the always reliable Ray Liotta. This is a good one. I actually enjoyed this. I watched it a couple years ago. It's pretty cool. Tom Cruise executive produced this film. Interesting. You also have Busta Rhymes and Chi McBride. Directed by Joe Carnahan. He was supposed to do the Bad Boys 3, but he backed out, so after Michael Bay left. But hey, we got a great Bad Boys for Life this year, which will be on my list next week of the stuff that didn't suck about 2020. Narc is a good one, though. If you've never seen it, it's worth your time. Next, I got this one, and where's the other one? I got these two films. Well, it's like two sets. I got this for 8-film set. It has Blade, not the Marvel movie. It's a 70s crime drama. You have The Wild with Jack Nicholson from the 1960s. I think it's one of his early westerns. Black Fist, which is a terrible freaking action film from the 70s. And then you have Last Man Standing with Michael Wincott. So that's what this set was worth it for. They're all on one disc, so it was worth the $1 for that. I got a Dollar Tree. This one has Forever Mine, which I saw. It was so freaking boring. You have Jekyll and Hyde, which that was boring, with Michael Caine. You have the original Little Shop of Horrors from the 60s, and Memory with Billy Zane, Tricia Helfer, Anne Margaret, and Dennis Hopper. Again, all on one disc. They get some good deals, though. So Dollar Tree, not everything is garbage, but it's very hit and miss. You have to really look to get some treasures. This one I got for before Halloween, and I still like it. I think it's all right. It's got a decent cast. Trailer Park Shark. Yeah. It has Tara Reid is a cameo. She's not in it as much as Sharknado. Thomas Ian Nicholas from the American Pie movies and The Kid at King Arthur's Court and Rookie of the Year. And Dennis Haskins. Yes, the original Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell. It was okay. There's some characters I would have cut out, but it's got some cute girls in it, some blood, some CG sharks, and some southern accents, so that will make Josh and Levy feel at home. I forgot which state this was in, though. I think it's Texas. See, it doesn't say, but I think it's in Texas because everybody has an accent. This is a cute little film I got at Dollar Tree a few months ago. It's actually pretty good. It's on Netflix, so you can watch it with your kids. It's too late now because it's not Halloween anymore. Witch's Ball. This is really cute. This little girl is really good in the movie. I like the mom. The kids are okay. The one character I didn't like in this movie is the uncle, because the only thing he says is, "I put my hand inside the toilet." He says that for the entire freaking movie. Yet it's a Canadian actor that can speak English. That's a stupid decision, guys. Don't make an actor that can speak English say one phrase again and again and again. It's an old trope that I'm sick of. The foreigner that can't speak English and has one line. They did that back in the 50s or the 40s with That movie, what was it called? Road to Rio with Bob Hope and Bing Crosby. There's the guys that don't speak English, so they have like one saying. They say again and again and again. It's old. This isn't Rick and Morty where you have to paint it over my head. That's a cartoon. It's a joke. In a live action movie, it doesn't work. But the rest of the movie is very cute, though. It was worth watching again. Now, this one, I'm very hesitant. You know how I feel about movies with bad CGI and movies with Kate Beckinsale. No, it's not Underworld this time. This is Van Helsing. Yeah, I got this for $1.50. I don't know if this is going to be watchable. I saw the review of the Nostalgia Critic was like, your character is blah blah. I'm Dracula blah blah blah, and I'm that's just laughable. But hey, I'm going to watch it. Hugh Jackman's good. It's about 2 hours long, so it'll kill some time in December. I could watch it then. Not watching it this weekend because I don't want it to ruin my weekend. But that's the thing. Uh, Beckinsale's in it. Doesn't use her British accent. She sounds Russian or something. I don't know, or Romanian. I have no idea. But I'm going to watch it once. Hey, this is much better than the. This is got to be better than The Mummy from 2017 because that was horrendous and it was boring and nothing could save it. Here's another horror film I got. This is a remake, a good remake, not one of the crappy ones that came out the last 15 years. Night of the Living Dead, the remake from 1990. It's a good one. It's in color, unlike the original. It's different. It's not a copy. It's much faster pace. It's 88 minutes long, so it's not like one of these remakes that drags out. And it has a lot of charm to it. Good effects. I think Tom Savini did the effects. George Romero no, Savini directed it. Romero did the screenplay. May you rest in peace, George Romero. We'll never forget you. And it's good. It's got a decent cast. You got uh, Tony Todd, Patricia Tallman, and a couple other people. It's a good one. Got it at the dollar store. This one I also got at the dollar store. It's a good action, comedy, like black comedy, but the ending kind of sucks. If you think Infinity War is a downbeat ending, this it's got nothing on this. God Bless America with Joel Murray, Bill Murray's younger brother, and Tara Lynn Barr, who's awesome. I saw her on the Disney Channel in an episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. She's a good actress. Why isn't she in a Star Wars movie or a DC or Marvel movie? She's actually really good in this movie because she's a take no prisoners kind of girl that's like, oh, these people are screwing with us. Let's kill them. Let's put them out of their misery. And of course, it's kind of drastic, but it's a movie, guys. This is not a documentary. This is actually pretty good, but the ending, yikes! Yeah, it's a lot to take in. So be warned. This ending is more darker than Infinity War. But the performances and the action is really good, and the comedy is actually pretty funny because it's so over the top that I'm like it made me laugh. Next is a Christmas movie. Yeah, I had to get one of these. You know, the holidays are coming up and more holidays. I enjoyed Thanksgiving for what it was. This is a Christmas movie with one of my favorite actresses. I met her last year at Comic Con. You know what she does to me. Coming Home for Christmas. It's a Hallmark movie with the one of the biggest loves of my life, Amy Jo Johnson. She's awesome in this movie. She plays a mom. She's beautiful, very heartfelt, very emotional, and like you can act in anything, Amy Jo Johnson. Even that horrible Turbo movie, which I'm like, I don't blame her for that. These Canadian chicks actually, Carly and Britt McKillip, they're pretty decent in the movie. They can sing. George Cannon's in the movie and a bunch of others. It's a cute Canadian Christmas movie that I enjoyed, so it was worth the purchase for that. No special features, but it is what it is. Next is an Asian film. Don't worry, it's not a Chinese movie. It's a uh, it's a Thai film from Thailand, an action like comedy drama thing with a bunch of kids. It's not a kids movie though. It's got a strong R for violence and language, and it's basically like battle royale, but without all the kids killing each other. Power Kids, yeah. Got to see some Asian cinema somehow. I'm avoiding Mulan, so I want to see a real Asian movie. So this one, I'm gonna give it a shot. It's only 90 minutes. No, 77 minutes. Excuse me. Really short. Less than 90 minutes. So that should be a breeze to get through. And I'm not even done yet. I got to still stack of Blu-rays. Next is a political movie, but don't worry. It's not that movie that came out with Steve Carell this year. It's from 2007. and it's got a massive cast. It's got a really good cast, and that is Breach with Chris Cooper, Laura Linney, beautiful actress, good actress. Ryan Felipe, I don't care for him, but the rest of the cast is good. You have Gary Cole, Kathleen Quinlan, Dennis Haysbert, and Caroline DeVerness. I never heard of her. But it's about an hour and 50 minutes. It's probably going to be really good, really well directed. It's directed by Billy Ray, not Billy Ray Cyrus, just director Billy Ray. This is the theatrical cut of the movie. I already got the Richard Donner cut, but I had to get this one. I really enjoy this movie. I know it's not perfect. I know that there was some tampering with the studio, but it's still a good movie. Superman 2. This won't be the only Superman movie you see on this in this hall, but this is a good movie. No matter what cut you see, it's a good film. Whether it's the theatrical cut, which starts in Paris after the stock footage from the first movie, or when it starts in the Daily Bugle, the Daily Planet, Daily Bugle Spider-Man. What am I thinking? But it's a good movie. I miss Christopher Reeve. May you rest in peace. Margot Kidder, may you rest in peace. I miss Richard Lester and Richard Donner as directors. I wish they would do more. I really enjoy the cast. I really love the tone of the movie, the music, the storyline. It's a really good sequel, and I'm glad I finally got the theatrical cut for $1. So that was good. See, some things in the dollar store are not as bad as you think. This is another Superman movie that made me cry. I know Tevye loved this movie. It's one of the best of 2018. I think it has way more emotional weight than Man of Steel because something happens. The death of Superman. This was freaking awesome. It was in my top 10 of 2018. It made me cry because I knew what was going to happen, that he was going to beat Doomsday and then die. It has a good sequel, I heard, Reign of the Superman. I want to watch that soon. It's got a great voice cast, which I will get to. Jerry O'Connell, Rebecca Romaine, and Rainn Wilson. Good. It's 81 minutes. It's a DC animated movie that packs a powerful punch. If you're not crying at the end of this movie, then you don't have a soul, because this movie made me cry a lot. And I knew it because I read the comic from the 90s, so I knew what was going. This is another DC movie. Yeah, I have a lot of DC stuff, guys. Sue me. They don't have a lot of Marvel stuff at the dollar store, but this was not at the dollar store. It was at 7-Eleven. It's a cute little Lego movie called Lego DC Superhero Girls Brain Drain. Original story. Wonder Woman, Josh's favorite. Supergirl, my favorite. It's got Batgirl. It's got Harley Quinn. I don't care about this Hot Topic version. It's not for me. But it's the cute little voice actors from the cartoon, so I do like the cartoon, so this is worth my time. It'll be worth a watch again. Last DVD, but there's still a stack of Blu-rays. This is a double bill of a film that I do enjoy for what it is, and a movie that I haven't seen yet, but you know how I feel about the director. You don't have to tell me in the comment section. The Losers and Guy Ritchie's Rock and Roller. You know how I feel about that director, guys. I hated The Gentleman. I walked out of it. I hated freaking King Arthur and the Legend of the Sword. I didn't like. I didn't see Aladdin or Snatch or whatever, because I'm just not a fan of the director. If this movie sucks, I'm gonna throw it away. I'll keep Losers because I like Losers, but I'll throw this away in the garbage if it's not good, because it only cost me $1. I mostly got it for the Losers. Next, I got this movie for $5. Really good deal. It's a good movie with Liam Neeson. I showed it earlier in my update when I reviewed it. The Commuter. I got it on Blu-ray, digital, and DVD, and it's worth a watch. I know Pugface is in the movie. You don't have to tell me, guys. I don't care. I don't watch it for her. I watch it for Liam Neeson and the action and the story, because she's not a factor next year. Here's another good movie. This is with Ryan Reynolds and Samuel Jackson. The Hitman's Bodyguard. I don't care what critics say. This was a good movie. This is way better than Expendables 3. It's the same director. It actually had a sense of humor and made me laugh a lot. It's R-rated, so it's not PG-13. Do I care about the sequel? I don't think a sequel's needed, but the first one is very entertaining. If you shut your brain off, you'll enjoy yourself. And it is a good movie. There's some flaws. Like I said, I don't like Elodie Young. and the villain is kind of forgettable. But I do like this film for what it is. Salma Hayek is okay. Gary Oldman is wasted, but it's still really, really entertaining. Patrick Hughes did a much better job with that than Expendables 3. So here's a double bill of two Italian spaghetti westerns that I haven't seen yet. We got The Last Gun and $4 of Revenge. Never heard of these films, but I'm gonna watch them. They're both on one Blu-ray. For $1, it can't hurt too much. These are shorter than freaking the westerns now that are like 3 hours long. This is a classic. Screw Mad Max Fury Road. That is an overrated movie that I never want to see. And even if I see it, it's not gonna be my favorite. This is the real. This is the real McCoy, the Road Warrior, the original Mad Max Fury Road. Yeah, lower budget. It's got Max in the title. Well, he's the lead with Mel Gibson. I know he's an asshole now, but back then he could sell a movie. This movie was R-rated. It didn't have a bunch of CGI in it, and it didn't have a bunch of crazy colors and a bunch of feminism. This is the real deal. What do you mean feminism? Furiosa's a feminist, guys. She's saving a bunch of women and she has soot on her face. Why do you have to make badass women look unsexy? I'm sorry, I don't date women that have haircuts like this and have soot on their face. Sorry, it's just not for me. I'd rather see this or the last survivors with Haley Lou Richardson. Now that's a badass, and she's feminine throughout the whole movie. This is a better movie. That's the real McCoy. Next is this movie. I do like this film. I don't love it as much as Lego Batman or the Lego movie, but I'd rather watch this than the Lego sequel. Lego Ninjago, yes, the movie. I like the cast. I think the animation's good. It's just kind of crazy, and there's scenes that go on way too long, but it's still worth a watch. And if you can find this at Dollar Tree, buy it. It's worth your time. Didn't have a digital copy though. This one, I rebought this. I got it on Blu-ray finally. I know this has been a hard time. This movie kind of represents what's happened this year, but to be fair, this movie delivered. Why we haven't gotten a sequel to this is beyond me, especially after what's happened this year. But with movies like Train to Busan, you have movies like World War Z on Blu-ray. I got rid of the 3D version though. I don't need it anymore. I don't need 3D because I never got 3D TVs or Blu-ray players. So yeah, Brad Pitt's great. Morelinos is great. It's a good-looking film. How did Mark Forrester didn't get another job after this, like another big budget movie? This movie's trailer was terrible, but the film delivered. And for a PG-13 movie, it's a lot less boring than a freaking episode of The Walking Dead. Easily, I can say that without question. And that's been going on for way too long. It's finally ending. Next is a movie with an actress that I love. I've loved her since the 2000s. I think she's amazing in everything, even if she's in the screen for 5 minutes. She delivers. And this is a comedy, dramedy thing with a Canadian release. Sleeping with Other People. Jamas entre amis. That's the French version. This has Jason Sudeikis, Alison Brie, beautiful. You're very lucky, Dave Franco. Adam Scott, good actor, and Amanda freaking Peet. My love. Yeah, I love Amanda Peet and anything she's in. If you see my videos this year or last year, I dedicated a whole month of reviews for her because I love her, guys. I love her work. I love her face. Her body is beautiful. She can actually act. She's American. She's a wonderful mom, and she's very faithful to her husband. So, thank you for putting her in this movie. What's her name? Who directed this? Leslie Headland. I'm willing to give this a shot for her because I love her so much. It's only about, how long is it? 101 minutes, so it's under 2 hours. Next is an Asian film, another Asian film. Yes, that's going to become a trend now, guys. Get over it. This is with Jackie Chan. Yeah, one of his early stuff before he got older and did that movie with Arnold that came out this year. Iron Mask or whatever. This is his early stuff. Police Story 4 in Hong Kong. Jackie Chan's First Strike. Got it on Blu-ray, finally. I like this film. It's very entertaining. Jackie is crazy fast in this movie, and it's fun to watch. If you never watched a Jackie Chan movie before Rush Hour, this is a good way to start. Got a lot of stickers on these, but it's a good movie. I haven't watched it in years, but at least I finally can watch it now. This movie I've heard is very funny. Two very funny, talented black men, Jordan Peele and Keegan Michael Key and Keanu. I've heard really good things about this movie. I got the digital copy. These guys are very funny, and also Jordan Peele's a very talented writer. He won an Oscar for Get Out. I hope to see great things from him in the future. This is my first feature film I'm seeing with him. Keegan Michael Key, I've seen him in a couple of things. He was in Why Him, and he did a voice acting in Toy Story 4. He also was in, I think, Let's Be Cops. He was like Spanish or something. He's a good actor when he's not doing the Lion King, remake. I don't blame him for that though. Here's the last horror film I got. It's a second double dip of it. I really enjoy this movie. It's one of my favorite movies with a clown, but I'll get to that soon. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Look at that cool cover. Got it at the dollar store. It's in pristine condition. I have the DVD. Look at this booklet. That's awesome. These are the other movies that came out as well. These are amazing. I'm going to keep this, but I'm not going to show the whole thing. I don't want this video to be 50 minutes. So, but this is a good movie. Great movie if you love clowns like I do. Can't watch it now because Halloween's over. Yes, I have this movie, guys. Sue me, but I'm not interested in the next three or whatever that are going to come out or next spin-offs. This is one of the last. This is when the franchise went into a different direction, and I applaud it for that. And at least this one has Paul Walker. Fast Five. I finally got it on Blu-ray. I enjoy this. The first time I saw it, I was kind of like, this movie's overrated. I don't care about it. But ever since Paul's passing, I want to go back and watch the films that he did. Don't care about Fate. Don't care about Hobbs and Shaw. And I don't care about 9 and 10 in space. I don't care. I'm sorry. This franchise should have stopped after Paul died. Just saying, guys. Harry Potter. Richard Norton was old when he played Dumbledore. He wasn't exactly like 30 when he did it. So that's an exception to the rule. Here, they should have stopped after 7. It was a great way to end the franchise. It made its money. Paul Walker and Vin Diesel got to see each other one last time. The franchise hasn't been the same since. Bringing back Gal's not going to save the next 2 films. I'm sorry. Charlize Theron is overrated. I don't care about them being in space. I just don't care anymore. This is one of the good ones. So at least I got this. Next is a great sequel to one of the movies I got last year. This is the first sequel that came out in 2017. I wish I have seen this. I saw this in theaters, but enjoyed it. The only good thing that Ruby Rose has ever done. That's for damn sure, because she doesn't talk. John Wick Chapter 2. I'll get 3 eventually, but this one is really good. Really bloody, frenetic, and crazy, and Keanu is still the man. Yeah, after The Matrix, we thought he would never recover, but here we go. Yeah, this franchise is freaking awesome. And it's something that brought him back to us, and it's great. It's a great action franchise that's not full of a bunch of CG. That's not a comic book movie. This is a freaking awesome movie. I love this movie. I saw this movie back in January on HBO. It's one of the cutest video game movies I've ever seen. I already showed Sonic. This is the other one that came out a year before Sonic. Pokemon Detective Pikachu. I finally got it on Blu-ray for a Black Friday deal, by the way. $6. Worth every penny. This movie is adorable. As a Pokemon fan, this is what I've been waiting for. It's very funny. It's got a light tone, and Justice Smith is actually good in this movie. Unlike Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I got a collectible card too, so this movie's adorable. And I finally got it. So the last 2 are DC films. This one I got, it's at the dollar store. It had a digital code for Suicide Squad, but I got rid of it. Don't need it. This is the animated version of it, basically. Batman Assault on Arkham with the Suicide Squad there. Screw the 2021 movie. I don't care, guys. If Margot Robbie's in it, I have no interest. She's annoying. She's overrated. I don't like her as an actress. They have to sexualize her just to let you know that she's a woman. Again, did they do that with Black Widow? No. Or Ilsa Faust in the Mission Impossible movies? No. But this movie, I'm gonna give it a shot. 75 minutes, really short. There's some special features here too. And for $1, you can't miss. It's a DC movie, so that wasn't like the original Suicide Squad. And last but not least, I have been waiting to show this for a while. I finally got it. It's not for everyone, I know, Josh, but this is my kind of movie. This was a fan movie for me, personally. As a fan of clowns, as a fan of movies with good acting, as a fan of films that actually look like films and not a freaking video game. Smile, though your heart is aching. Smile, even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by. I got Joker. Finally, I got Joker on Blu-ray. It's an awesome freaking movie, guys. This is what DC should be doing for their adult movies. Venom, take notes. This is how you make an R-rated villain movie. Yeah. Blood, tons of curse words, a dark tone, no stupid childish, cartoonish BS. A fantastic performance by Joaquin Phoenix that he won an Oscar for. He deserved it. He had a great year this year, and also a great score. And this movie made $1 billion. So suck it, freaking Birds of Prey. This is how you do it, right here. You don't need a bunch of rainbow colors and gay bisexuality to make your point across. That's a great freaking movie. So that's it, guys. That's my stack for Black Friday this year. Tons of stuff to see, a lot of new things, some old stuff, and things I haven't watched in years. Tell me what you think of these movies. If you've seen some of them, I know some of them you've never heard of, but it's a lot. But this year was a lot, so I had to buy a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching my videos, and thanks for sticking with me all through this year. December is my next update of New Year's, so that'll be my next one. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace. Later.